Good news or bad news, market go up. It's amazing. I'm Darren, and this is 3 things you need to know for Friday, May the 10th. One of the favorites of the investment funds portfolios in the past took a deep dive as much as 20% Tuesday. RoadblockBank says that their forward guidance forecast has been cut due to reduced spending on their platform because of cloudy economic future and sticky inflation. The Bank of England announced that they are leaving interest rates where they are. They also said that they have no problem cutting rates before the next elections. They warned not to expect that they will cut in June. The UK is sounding a lot like the US, but we know they are two different economies even if the central banks are using the same playbook. The latest jobless claims data says that labor force is weakening. This gave investment funds a reason to pump up the markets as if they really needed it, as a narrative that the Fed may cut rates sooner than later. So if you haven't been paying attention, consumer resilient is strong, markets go up. Consumer weakening or weak, markets go up. Any questions? Trade while you're sleeping across time zones with Arbitrage Trade Assist. Sign up today at arbitragetrade.com. Arbitrage Trade is your trusted source for business, finance, and tech info.
Tom has been a teacher for over 40 years. One day, I think one of the students had asked the question and he didn't remember the answer. And I also noticed that he was letting his class out earlier than they were supposed to let out. I was really starting to worry.
Levi and I talked about how it would change our lives, but he was there beside me.
When something feels different, it could be Alzheimer's. Now is the time to talk. Visit alz.org/ourstories to learn more. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Mayday, Mayday, Royce writes. The month of May derives its name from Maya, an ancient Roman goddess associated with growth, fertility, and spring. Maya, one of the Pleiades, is the eldest of the 7 sisters in Greek mythology. She was revered for her nurturing nature and association with rebirth and renewal. In Roman mythology, she was known as Maesta or Maius, and was considered a goddess of springtime and growth. Maya was also recognized as the mother of Mercury, the Roman counterpart of the Greek god Hermes. Mercury was the god of commerce, communication, and travelers. His mother Maya was associated with growth and fertility, embodying the burgeoning nature of spring. The Romans dedicated the month of May to the goddess Maya. In particular, the first day of May was celebrated with a festival known as Mayuma, honoring her and ensuring good fortune and plentiful harvest for the coming year. Hence, May Day. There is no need for alarm. May Day is not what you think. People are not frolicking in the fields, but instead asking for help. The phrase May Day is an internationally recognized distress signal used primarily in the radio communications to indicate a life-threatening emergency. The term Mayday originated from the French word m'aider, which means help me. It was first introduced in the 1920s by Frederick Mockford, a senior radio officer at Croydon Airport in London, to be used in aviation distress signals. A Mayday call indicates a grave and immediate danger requiring urgent help. It has the highest priority in communication protocols, requiring all other radio traffic to cease to give way to the distress signal. However, internationally, May Day is a prominent celebration associated with the month of May. Observed on May 1st, this day marks International Workers' Day and features traditional festivities like dancing around the maypole and the crowning of the May Queen in some European countries. Originally rooted in pagan fertility rites, May Day celebrates the arrival of spring. Even today, the month of May is richer than other observances and celebrations, including Mother's Day in many countries, Cinco de Mayo in Mexico and the United States, and National Nurses Day. These festivities reflect the nurturing, maternal, and joyful spirit that has long been associated with the month. Ironically, and statistically, this is also why most weddings happen in June, because it's easier to be a June bride than a fertile myrtle in May. Stop watching, start living using Pips, our AI bot. Go to arbitragetrade.com and check out Arbitrage Trade Assist.
Uh-oh, Brad's buzzed.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's starting with the woots. And now a speech.
I just want to say that friendship is about heart and brain. Who's with me?
Good thing is, he knows when he's buzzed.
And my brain is saying, when it's time to go home, somebody call me a ride.
Love that guy.
Me too.
Know your buzzed warning signs? Call for a ride when it's time to go home. Buzz driving is drunk driving. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Pips, pick of the day, and it's Fall Down Friday. Arbitrage algorithms have detected a possible downtrend for Ferrari, and that is RACE. They're headquartered in Italy, of course, and they design, engineer, produce, and sell luxury sports cars. Their current price is at $407.43. I have 1,000 shares. Just kidding. 52-week high of $442.80 and a 52-week low of $283.20. The recent earnings weren't very positive. We are not financial advisors. We provide an algorithmic AI service. Please do your own research.
Arbitrage Trade Analytics LLC is a privately held research company. Arbitrage Trade Analytics LLC is solely responsible for the preparation and distribution of the contents of this podcast. The opinions offered in this podcast are for informational purposes only and are not intended to function as investment advice. Seek a duly licensed professional for investment advice. For more information about the informational research and services offered by Arbitrage Trade Analytics LLC, please visit arbitragetrade.com.